Recipe: homemade raisin bread. Introduction and story. Raisin bread is a delightful treat that brings warmth and comfort with every slice. This sweet, spiced bread is studded with plump raisins, making it perfect for breakfast, a snack, or even a light dessert. Whether enjoyed fresh out of the oven with a pat of butter or toasted with a smear of cream cheese, raisin bread is a versatile and delicious addition to any meal. This recipe is designed for beginner bakers and busy families who want to enjoy homemade bread without the fuss. Using simple ingredients and easy-to-follow steps, you can create a loaf of raisin bread that's both budget-friendly and packed with flavor. Imagine the smell of cinnamon and raisins wafting through your kitchen as the bread bakes to golden perfection. It's a comforting experience that's sure to become a family favorite. Ingredients: makes 1 loaf, 3 cups 360g all-purpose flour, a quarter cup 50g granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 packet 2¼ teaspoons active dry yeast, 1 cup 240 milliliters warm milk 110 degrees Fahrenheit per 45 degrees Celsius, 2 tablespoons unsalted butter melted, 1 large egg, 1 cup 150g raisins. Optional: a quarter cup 50g brown sugar for extra sweetness. Step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Preparing the dough. 1. Activate the yeast. In a small bowl, combine the warm milk and sugar, then sprinkle the active dry yeast on top. Let it sit for about 5 minutes until the mixture becomes frothy, indicating that the yeast is active. 2. Mix the dry ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the flour, cinnamon, and salt. If using brown sugar, you can add it to this mixture for extra sweetness. 3. Combine wet and dry ingredients. Pour the yeast mixture, melted butter, and egg into the bowl with the dry ingredients. Stir until a soft dough forms. If the dough is too sticky, add a little more flour, a tablespoon at a time. 4. Add the raisins. Gently fold the raisins into the dough, ensuring they are evenly distributed. Step 2. Kneading and rising. 5. Knead the dough. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and knead for about 5 to 7 minutes until it becomes smooth and elastic. 6. First rise. Place the dough in a greased bowl, cover it with a clean kitchen towel, and let it rise in a warm place for about 1 hour or until it has doubled in size. Step 3. Shaping and baking the bread. 7. Shape the dough. Once the dough has risen, punch it down to release any air bubbles. Turn it out onto a floured surface and shape it into a loaf. Place the loaf in a greased 9x5-inch, 23 by 13 centimeters loaf pan. 8. Second rise. Cover the loaf pan with a towel and let the dough rise again for about 30 minutes, or until it has risen slightly above the rim of the pan. 9. Bake the bread. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius. Bake the bread for 30 to 35 minutes, or until the top is golden brown and the bread sounds hollow when tapped on the bottom. 10. Cool the bread. Remove the bread from the oven and let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes before transferring it to a wire rack to cool completely. Step 4. Serving the raisin bread. 11. Slice and serve. Once cooled, slice the raisin bread and serve it with butter, cream cheese, or your favorite spread. It's also delicious toasted. Serving tips. Serving suggestions. Raisin bread is perfect for breakfast, served with butter or jam. It's also great for making French toast or as a sweet snack with a cup of tea or coffee. For a more indulgent treat, try it with a drizzle of honey or a sprinkle of powdered sugar. Best drink pairing: a cup of hot coffee, tea, or a glass of cold milk pairs wonderfully with the sweet and spice flavors of raisin bread. For an adult twist, try it with a glass of sweet dessert wine like Moscato. Nutrition information per slice. The calories: 180 kilocalories. Protein 4g. Carbohydrates 34g. Fat 3g. Fiber 2g. Sugar 10g. Sodium 150 milligrams. Shortcuts and budget tips. Shortcut: if you're short on time, you can use a bread machine to prepare the dough and bake the bread. Just add the ingredients in the order recommended by the manufacturer. Budget tip: Buy raisins and other baking ingredients in bulk to save money. You can also freeze slices of bread for later use, ensuring you always have a quick and delicious snack on hand. Story conclusion. Raisin bread is a classic comfort food that brings warmth and sweetness to any meal. This easy recipe is perfect for beginner bakers and busy families, offering a homemade treat that's both delicious and affordable. Whether you're enjoying it fresh out of the oven or toasted with a bit of butter, this raisin bread is sure to become a family favorite. So next time you're in the mood for something sweet and satisfying, give this recipe a try. You'll love how simple and delicious homemade bread can be.
Much for watching. To not miss any further recipe or cooking plan, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you at the next yummy cooking idea.